Let me just get this out of the way. If you're a fan of mega games like Call of Duty, Starfield, or League of Legends, just save your money because the Nintendo Switch 2 is not for you. It's not even for people who like games. If you've ever wanted to experience gaming through the eyes of someone who's only ever played Yoshi's Crafted Naptime, this is your chance. On the surface, the Switch 2 might look like a new console, but in reality, it's more like Nintendo slapped a Ring doorbell onto a Game Boy and called it a day. This thing is not next gen, it's next regret. And yet somehow, Nintendo thought the missing piece to their gaming puzzle was FaceTime. That's right, Switch 2 now features a camera, because obviously that's what we were all begging for. Instead of Call of Duty, we're getting Call Your Grandma. There's no native app support for Zoom, Teams, or Discord, so unless you're trying to talk to Reggie Fils-Aimé through a Nintendo-specific cloud infrastructure powered by the souls of forgotten Wii Mi's, good luck. You might think with its improved hardware, the Switch 2 could run something ambitious like Starfield, and you'd be wrong. Starfield on Switch 2 would look like a PowerPoint presentation running on a Scottish microwave. This is a console where open world means you can probably get across town on a bus before the battery dies. Nintendo fanboys will scream, but it's the gameplay that counts. Yeah, okay. If I wanted to play games where I'm constantly reminded that graphics don't matter, I just stare at a fogged-up mirror and squint hard enough to believe that blurry shape is Kratos asking why I downgraded to handheld. They claim the new hardware can do sound surround. I don't know about you, but I only have 2 ears. It would be like putting a rearview mirror into Call of Duty, completely unrealistic and immersion-breaking. I tried to explain how League of Legends has more mechanical depth than Smash Bros, and I was told, well, that's just your opinion. No, it's fact. One has over 150 champions, endless item builds, and the most supportive community in gaming. The other has a talking gorilla punching a dogman. Ready for the launch lineup? Hope you're not hyped for new games, because this library is older than Alexandria. New game, remake of a bad 5-year-old game, side story to a 19-year-old game, $10 welcome demo, old game, old game, old game, Game Boy remake, old game, 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 old game. They brought back the Joy-Cons. You know, those cute little detachable controllers that drift harder than a WRX driver in a vape shop parking lot. But now they're new and improved. Translation, they still drift, but in HD. The biggest improvement is that they're now magnetic. Now this is a huge design blunder. Everyone knows that magnets erase hard drives. You know, kind of like what the Switch has inside of it. We all accept that Nintendo likes to focus on dusty old retro gaming experiences, but it's still a strange decision to inadvertently bring back widespread memory card corruption. And that price, $90. If a controller costs more than $60, you're getting ripped off, and they still don't have analog triggers or Hall monitor sticks. In 2025! I'll stick with my beautiful Scuff Reflex FTFs. Thank you very much. One positive change is making physical versions contain a game key, which will force adoption of digital-only libraries. I love this. Physical games have no place in modern gamer society, and the sooner we ditch them, the better. Anyone who says differently is just a dirty scalper who's addicted to dumpster diving at Goodwill and ripping off grandmas at yard sales. I can hear the comments now, but it's about preservation and true ownership. Let me tell you, if the internet ever goes away, you're going to have bigger problems than not being able to download your DLC Fire Emblem waifu. Also, get ready to pay double or more for this console, because they're going to be impossible to find. As for me, I can't wait. When the original Switch came out, I made a fortune. I do want to say that Nintendo adopting the new normal of $90 games is the one high point of this new system. Real gamers are ready to invest in their hobbies, and we shouldn't have to sacrifice AAA game budgets just because the casuals want to waste their income on relationships and sports. Rating 2 out of 10. Nintendo should stick to theme parks and leave actual gaming to the professionals.